All right, hello and welcome to Natick High School. Today we are here for the Natick High School girls varsity game of Natick versus Newton North. I'm Garrett Schmid.
And I'm Jacob Arnoff.
All right, this is yesterday the Newton North played against Natick. Natick won that game 3-0. This is the second meeting of them this season, so we'll see how this goes.
Set by Sardi Rajine. Oh, and it's the ace. 1-0 for Newton North.
Saudi Regina is up to serve again. Nice pass by Allison Harless. Tipped by Ella Young. Ooh, and that is just deep corner, cross-court shot, and point for Newton North.
Good swing by Abigail Wright. Sardi Rajine back to serve. Picked up by Nicole Herring. Allison Fahey with the set.
That's going to be just wide and out for the tip there.
Newton North now taking the lead 3-0.
Oh, nice tape serve by Saudi Rajines. Just drop in short. Brings the lead to 4-0. They got the momentum.
Into the net it goes. First point for Natick.
Breaking up the momentum. Allison Fahey to serve. See what Natick can do.
Substitution. Van Ardsdale in for Katie Cohen. A little fast on the substitution there. Over to the outside, right with the swing, digged up by Harless. Fahey over to the right side. Right again with the outside swing, and it goes back deep middle.
Allison Harless not quite able to get the touch on that one.
Possession back towards Newton North and a substitution. Looks like it's going to be Landry coming in for Delahunty at the service stripe.
We have Sophia Landry up to serve. Nice dig by Lauren Pohl. Goes back to the right side to her. Nice cross-court swing, and that is going to be ruled in.
Beautiful swing by Lauren Pohl. And she will go back to the service stripe as well, hopefully to keep the momentum rolling.
2-5. Natick is down by 3.
Libero in for Newton North. Over by the libero. Lauren Pohl over to Fahey. Swing by Van Arsdale. Saudi Rogines, beautiful dig by Lauren Pohl over the outside. Nicole Herring with the swing and the kill.
Able to deflect that one off of the Newton North block and get the point.
Beautiful defense by Natick.
Lauren Pohl up again to serve.
And it drops short. Beautiful.
Just in the deep corner there.
Substitution. Botino in for Number 10, Sardi Rogines.
That is going to drop Newton North's lead to 1 here as Lauren Pohl goes back up to serve.
And another ace. That's going to tie this game up at 5-all.
Nice serving streak by Lauren Pohl. I mean, it's tough. Some of these calls with these girls who are hitting cross deep corners, it's going to be a little tough to see without the line judges. But so far, the rest have been doing a good job. I agree with their calls.
Fahey over to the outside. Herring with the tip. Outside to right again. And a right swings out of bounds. And that will now put Natick in the lead and a timeout for Newton North. Beautiful work on that comeback, coming down from 4-0 to bringing it up 6-5.
Great serving streak by Lauren Pohl, I think, has really brought this Natick team back to the game.
Very, very big, the momentum coming in from those serves.
I wanted to give a shout out to all the parents or family members watching at home. I know it's tough with COVID that you can't be here to watch, but hoping maybe by the end of the season, maybe they'll lift some of the restrictions, you guys can watch. But shout out to the parents watching at home.
They're just trying to ice the serve out here, trying to get Lauren Pohl to make a mistake. Substitution on the Newton North side, outgoing in Botino and incoming in Sardi Rogine.
Lauren Pohl up to serve. Nice serve to the back corner. Passed over by Newton North. Set to the right side to Sophie Van Arsdale. And that is Newton North is going to be in the net on that one, bringing Natick's lead to 7-5.
Yeah, it looks like Abigail right there was in the net. Lauren Pohl up to serve again. Dug up by the libero. And Nosey back to the libero. Push deep corner. Fahey sits to the outside. Herring with the swing. And it goes deep corner and it's touched out by the libero.
Lamphere was able to get a touch on that one, but not quite able to get it back into play. Lauren Pohl continues her serving streak here. Right.
Nosey over to
Nice
the
hit
middle.
by the middle.
Up by
Allison
Harless.
Harless.
Fade to the outside. Herring with the swing deep corner. Easy for the libero. Over to right. And she swings into the net. That will push the Natick lead up to 9-5. Still Lauren Pohl with the serving streak here. Momentum really starting to ride on Natick's side here.
Nice
Float
pass
serve.
by Sardi Rogines.
And the
Dump
dump.
over by the Newton North
Fahey
setter.
up. Nosey over to the outside right with a tip. Oh, Herring's there. Ella Young over. Up by Lamphere, the middle. Harless up. Fahey over to the outside. Nosey over to the outside to right. Right with the touch. Harlison keeps it up. Fahey with the dump. Nosey keeps up. O'Neal with another swing. Over. And Ella Young with a tip. Beautiful rally by Newton North and Natick there.
Nice serve to the back corner.
Morgan.
Outside to right. Tips it over. Allison Fahey set to the right side for Sophie Van Arsdale.
Nosey keeps it alive.
Oh, right into the net for that one.
Trying to go for a nice control, little dump over there. Just a little dink over the net. Can't control it. One pull back at the service strike. Natick's lead is 11-5. Tight overpass. Oh, and it looks like Newton North was over the net. Point credited to Natick. And the streak continues.
We got Peter, Natick coach, arguing the call on this one. They are going to give the point to Newton North on that one.
Looks like the streak is over now. Natick's lead down to 5. Setterman Nosey at the service stripe. Serve is up and it's out of bounds. Hit the ref there.
Ella Young up to serve, and we got Jennifer Carroll coming in as the other middle.
For the libero.
Oh, nice tape serve by Ella Young, just dropping short. Lanphier is not quite able to get the dig on that one.
Beautiful, beautiful serve. Above a lollipop there. Nosey over to the right side. Right, swings it into the net. It looks like Newton North are going to have some struggle getting our rotation one here.
Nice pass by Saira Gines. Oh,
Tight
little
to the
short.
net.
Sutter's not quite able to get to that one. Ella Young is going to continue her serving streak here.
Putting the Natick lead up to 9 now. Over to the outside.
Nice dig by Allison Fahey on that. Sophie Van Arsdale with the pass over.
Nosey up to the middle. O'Neal with the swing. Fahey over to the outside to Herring. Oh, looks like Newton North was in the net.
But that was a nice cross hit by Nicole Herring as well.
Looks like O'Neal was in the net there. Pushing the Natick lead to double digits. And it looks like there's going to be a substitution on Newton North's end. It's going to be Mitt here coming in for O'Neal.
Oh, and they're going to rule that one out. With no line judges, that's a little tough, but they are going to rule that one in the favor of Newton North. Just outside of the line.
Substitution. We got Raker going out, and we got Carey coming in. Serve by Wright. Cross up by Pole. Over the right side. Can't get under that ball. Swings over it. Hits into the middle of the net there by Van Arsdale. Another serve for Wright.
Coach Pierre calling for a side up for the Natick team.
Hardest up to Fahey. Fahey over to the right side. Van Arsdale with a swing. Out by Minosy.
That one is going to be just wide. Point to the Natick team, taking their lead back to 9, 17-8 for Natick.
Looks like we got Botino coming in for a little bit of confusion there. Sardi Rogines. Serve for Van Arsdale for Natick. 8 points till 25. Oh, just a little bit low there.
Had the power on that one, but not quite able to get it over the net.
2 substitutions coming in here for Natick.
We're going to have Madeline Lewis coming in for Allison Fahey and Kate Cohen coming in for Sophie Van Arsdale.
Looks like the setting responsibilities are going over for Kate Cohen now, sorry. Cohen now. In that position 1. See if she can start off strong here. Lanfear, the libero at the service stripe now.
All right, seems like we're ready to go here. Lanfear up to serve. Nice pass by Nicole Herring. Kate Cohen able to get the set up for Madison Lewis to push over.
Carry up to the middle.
Oh, almost saved there by Allison Harless, but Natick team not quite able to get that one together.
Just a little anger on that call there. I think it looks like Natick wanted a double there from that set. Lanfear back to the service stripe. Very interesting service routine. Looks like Kelly English is going to be coming in here for Nicole Herring.
Kelly English coming up to serve.
Natick lead at 8 here, going on 18-10. Into the net. A little bit short. See if Newton North can capitalize on the mistake.
All right, we're going to, Megan Carey is subbing out for Morgan, who's going to come in to serve here for the Newton North team.
Serve over. Oh, it just drops a little short. They were all calling for it too. Barely out of English's reach. And it's going to be a timeout for Natick here. Lead cut down to 6 from 10 at the highest that it was.
So far, Natick does have a 6-point lead. For yesterday's game, the last set went 28-30, and the first set I'm pretty sure was close as well, both in the 20s. So we shall see how this set ends up. Little bit of a closer game than.
No home field advantage as well.
Exactly.
Fans don't make a difference, so.
Coach Peter for Natick seems a little fired up in his speech to his girls here.
I mean, when is he not fired up? Come on.
They got a 6-point lead, but that's Peter.
They could be up by 20 and he would still be angry if they made a mistake. Nope, never does.
Peter is Peter.
He's going to stay Peter for as long as he's at this program. Let's see what Newton North is going to do with this serve. So it's going to be Morgan, the captain, up to serve.
Nice dig by Lauren Pohl. Kate Cohen sets back to her for the outside. Oh, that block probably would have gone just wide, but Kelly English goes for it, but is not able to quite get
Looks
the
like there
dig
was
up.
no block. Looks like she hit it into the net. Called the foretouch on that. Looks like Herring is going to sub back in for English. another short serve. Morgan with another one.
Newton North has taken the momentum after this timeout.
Up by Harless. Kate Cohen over the right side. Blocked. Up over the outside. Pull with the swing.
Bottino over with the serve.
Kate Cohen over the right side.
Nice kill by Madison Lewis.
Another swing. Into that.
Nice block by Jennifer Carroll. Back to the outside for Newton North, but she hits it into the net. That is going to be Natick's point, bringing their lead to 5, 19 to 14.
You can tell that set was uncomfortable for her.
Ella Young coming in for Jennifer Carroll at the middle. Allison Harless is up to serve for Natick.
Old Barrow serve here. Oh, great serve.
Not quite able to get the pass on that one.
A little bit of confusion who was going for that serve. Looks like Natick is going to be within 5 of set point. Served by Harless. And it drops.
Ace for Allison Harless.
Beautiful serving. Substitution by Newton. Bringing in carry for Morgan. Get some hand sanitizer first. Let's say COVID safe. Let's see if Harless can keep the streak going. That's 2 aces. See if she can make another one. Newton North Ben's trying to get their starting squad fired up here. Over to the outside.
Just going to go too wide on the cross hit there by Delahunty.
Another point for Natick.
They're within 3 for Natick. Allison Harless hoping to close out this game on her streak.
Oh, and another one.
Minozzi not quite able to get the pass on that one.
Natick now up 23 to 14, bringing that lead up to 9 and 2 points of winning the set. Served by Harless, deep corner, up by Lanfear. Oh, set over to the middle.
Okay, Cohen to the outside to Lauren Pohl. Little high, but she's able to set it over.
Lanfear over. Right
Setter
side.
Minozzi pushing it over. Kate Cohen going to the right side for Madeline Lewis. Tips it over, but Lanfear is there.
Oh, so much time under that ball.
We are at set point here for Allison Harless.
Great serving run here. Outside. Lanfear keeps it in. Over the right side. Bottino.
Allison Harless with a nice pass. Going to the outside to Lauren Pohl, but not able to finish it. Hits it in the net.
Natick still on set point. But it is now 24 to 15. So we have Bottino up to serve here. These are the stressful moments. Mess up one serve and the set's over. Harless with a dig. Kate Cohen. Right side a little bit behind.
Roll shot by Madeline Lewis. Goes deep corner to finish out the set.
What a coffin corner swing.
It was a 10-point win, 25 to 15 for Natick.
End of set 1. Set number 2 now. Natick's already ready on the court. After a somewhat convincing first set, 25 to 15. And it's important to notice here there's no side switch as it would normally happen. Normally what happens is the teams would switch sides per set. So Natick would be on their left, but nope, they stand on the right side all the way through.
Kate Cohen and Jennifer Carroll coming in for the starting lineup for Natick for this second set.
Seems like Newton spent a lot of time talking through their errors, trying to see what they can fix. Not enough time putting the starting lineup together. Now they're all getting up on the court, getting ready to play some volleyball.
Newton North has not been able to win a set against this Natick team this season, so
Yep.
they're hoping for this win for this set here.
Currently 0-4, including this first set. Because of yesterday's 3-0 loss at home for Newton North.
Peter talked to the refs at the moment. Not quite sure, but
Looks like the ref has a yellow card in his hand.
yes. Not quite sure Peter's done anything to get himself a yellow card. Not the issue at
I think
the
it's for
moment.
Newton North a yellow card. He
You're
brought
checking the lineup?
brought Newton North captain over for a yellow card. Second game in, 1 yellow card.
That was not a yellow card.
Well, who knows? Maybe she was doing a bit of talk. We can't hear from up here.
It is going to be Natick serve to start out the second set. Allison Harless up to serve.
Before that serve, look at the Rex. We're going to have a little chat here, see what's going on. See if she can keep up her serving streak from the previous set. She had a pretty good run there. 6 points, 7 points. Pretty good streak.
All right, the refs seem to be done talking. Looks like we're going to get this second set started right about now.
Second set rolling. Seems there was a little bit of a lineup issue there. You can see him talking to Luke Rossi, the score sheet.
All right, here we go. Allison Harless to serve. Nice pass by Minozzi. That is going to be in the net on Newton North. First point of this set goes to Natick.
Yep, well, double there. Can't really control that set. Flying through the air on that one. Harless with a short serve. Another ace.
Tino not quite able to get there on the dig there.
That's her third ace of the day. She had a very similar one in the first set there, dropping in almost the same spot. Carry over to the outside.
Going to Landry. It's just going to be wide. Another point for Natick, bringing the lead to 3-0.
Landry just can't get control on that ball. Swings a little too strong.
Natick again, bringing the momentum at the beginning of the set. That serve is just going to be into the net there, though, breaking the streak.
Yeah, that toss was a little bit too low. She couldn't really get her arm up on that one.
Botino's going to be up to serve for Newton North. We got Maher coming in for Landfier.
In the middle. Lineup confusion again.
Natick team gathering together, using this time. All right, we're going to have Raker up to serve for Newton North now. Seems they figured out their lineup situation. Seems they were not ready, hadn't blown the whistle yet. Raker going a little bit early on that serve there. Nice dig by Allison Harless. Going to the middle for Ella Young. Nice hit cross to the corner for Ella Young. Takes the lead to 4-1 for Natick.
It's going to be Fahey over at the service stripe, and it's going to be
Van Arsdale coming in for Kate Cohen. Oh, got to get the hand sanitizer, though. COVID safe. All right, Van Arsdale coming in. Fahey with the serve. And Nosy with the pass.
Up by Harless. Fahey over the outside.
Lauren Pohl able to get that one over. Just tips the net, but drops short, and they get the point for Natick, 6-1.
Yeah. You know, beautiful swing there. Pohl just putting the brakes on, making sure she doesn't run.
Sorry, Regines. Making sure to get the hand sanitizer again before she comes in for Landry.
It's a good thing they're not setting. Sutter's hands would be slipping everywhere.
All right. Allison Fahey back up to serve. Nice serve to the back corner. Sorry, Regines able to get it up.
Oh, the middle, Maher.
Allison Harless pass to Lauren Pohl. Landry able to get that. Goes to the outside to Sardi Regines with nice block by Ella Young.
What cover there? Up by Fahey. Harless over the right side.
Sophie Van Arsdale passes it over. Nice pass over by Sophie Van Arsdale. Able to drop that short and get the point for Natick.
See, Newton North was ready for that free ball. They were backing up. Swingers ready. And that ball just dropped.
Take it to 7-1. Lead by 6 for Natick. Oh, 6-1. I apologize. Goes to the middle.
To the middle. Fahey. Over
Pass to Lauren Pohl.
Pohl on the outside.
Nice block by Newton North.
Great cover by Herring. Oh, Pohl with
strong roll shot to the corner. Pohl able to get that point there.
Looks like Sardi Regines was not able to get control on that hitter in the shoulder.
Brings it now to 7-1. Fahey with the serve. Lanfear with a nice pass, sets it up. Goes to the outside. Just into the net, though. Not quite able to get under that ball.
And another serve for Fahey. Strong serve, hard for Lanfear to control it.
Newton North able to get it together, though. Lanfear getting it back over the net. Short set to the middle. Nice hit by Ella Young to the deep corner on the one there.
Beautiful run off of that free ball off that botched receive on that serve.
Takes the lead to 9-1. Natick has done a great job in both of these sets of getting the momentum early. Sarah Regines with a nice pass. Sets it up to the middle for Maher.
Herring.
Nicole Herring shanks that pass. Not quite able to get it to the setter there.
You see the frustration in Peter Sujo. He knows he can do better.
We're going to have Megan Carey up to serve for Newton North. Nice pass by Lauren Pohl.
The middle.
Another strong hit by Ella Young. Oh, a little confusion there on the Newton North, but they get it over. Sophie Van Arsdale, nice hit at the right side.
Bartino with the receive. Sorry, Regine. Great pass. Pohl on the outside, off the block.
Passes it over to the outside. Oh, Allison Harless not quite able to get there on that short pass over by Newton North. Going to bring us to 9-3, and we are going to call a timeout on Natick.
St. Peter's frustrated with the mistakes. Even they're up 9-3. See two careless errors there, and still up 6, but he's frustrated.
Errors on the passing for Natick. Their hitting has been very strong. Nice hits by Ella Young at the middle. We had a couple good hits by Lauren Pohl on the outside, be able to get it to the corners. Strong roll shot earlier on. All right, we got the Newton North team back on the court. They take their time to go back into the huddle. They got 40 more seconds left, making use of their time.
Natick's on the court now a little bit early. 20 seconds left. Looks like they're going to cut this timeout 15 seconds early. They're ready to play.
All right, Megan Carey up for the serve for Newton North. A little confusion on the scoreboard. Oh, we made sure to get that buzzer noise in. Nice pass by Nicole Herring to Lauren Pohl at the right side. Just hits it wide on the cross hit there.
Just a foot out of bounds.
Nice pass by Nicole Herring, though, able to redeem that passing error on the last point that caused the timeout.
Okay, with the serve. Up by Hurlis.
It's going to the outside to Sophie Van Arsdale. Tipped off the block and not able, Lanfear is not able to get the deflection pass. Lauren Pohl is going to be up to serve for Natick.
That was our first rotation. Sophie Van Arsdale, the right side, playing outside. Pohl on the right side.
Lanfear with a nice pass.
Oh, and
she
double.
Is going to be, that is going to be Carey in the net on the set there. Oh, it's a double actually.
Natick now up to 11-4. Pohl at the service stripe.
Passes it over by Newton North. Nice pass by Lauren Pohl.
Outside Herring with the swing. Oh,
that's shanked pass by Bottino.
Can't control that swing. Great swing by Herring.
Lauren Pohl up to serve, 12-4. Natick with an 8-point lead here.
Okay, with the middle.
Mayer hits it over.
Harlow sets it over to the outside. Swing. All right in the donut.
Nicole Herring able to get that one. Lanfear not quite able to get to it. Lauren Pohl continues the streak here.
With a strong float serve.
It's going to be a pass right to the net. Ella Young able to get it up. Nicole Herring with the tip over. Sorry, Regines gets it. Oh, and another tip. Deflection off of Ella Young. Unable, anybody on the Natick team able to get to pass that one. Sorry, Regines up to serve for Newton North.
8-point lead for Natick, 13-5.
Strong swing by Ella Young. Lanfear gets it though.
Back row swing, a little dink. Fahey over the outside.
Nicole Herring with cross hit.
Lanfear up the dig. Bottino with the swing out of bounds.
It's going to be just long. All right, we got Jennifer Carroll coming in, Allison Harris-Libero coming out, and it's Ella Young up to serve. 14-5, 9-point lead for Natick.
Oh, shaky receive on that, causing the double. Another serve for Ella Young. Natick's lead now up to double digits, 15-5.
Nice pass by Lanfear. Going to Bottino. Strong cross hit. Ella Young able to get it up though. Allison Fahey with the pass over. Nice pass by Ella Young.
Fahey to the outside.
Tight pass there. Nicole Herring not able to tip that one over.
Great defense by Ella Young, the middle.
Ella Young coming out there. Allison Harless coming back in as libero. We got Maher going for the serve for Newton North. Sub for Newton North. Oh, forgetting the hand sanitizer. Seems to be a theme here on this game today.
You know, you got to be COVID safe.
Refs are being strict about it. We got Tembalopoulos coming in for Botino there.
Maher with the serve.
Going to the right side, Sophie Van Arsdale. Roll shot over.
On the free ball. What can Natick do with it? Over the outside, Herring with a swing into the block.
Nice deflect off the block.
Beautiful. So the libero, Lanfear coming back in for Maher.
Sophie Van Arsdale up to serve for Natick. Oh, that one's going to be just long for Sophie Van Arsdale, but nice power on that going for the deep serve. It's going to be Kate Cohen subbing in for her, as well as looks like Madeline Lewis coming in for Allison Fahey.
Don't want Kate Cohen setting. Making sure everyone gets that hand sanitizer.
Nosy up to the serve for Newton North. Nice pass by Nicole Herring. Kate Cohen passing it over. Ooh, just long, but 15 passing it over. Allison Harless. Kate Cohen to the right side for Madeline Lewis. Oh, they're going to call that a Newton North double touch for Kate Cohen.
You can see that Newton North trying to get that momentum. Nosy with the serve.
Nice pass by Allison Harless to Madeline Lewis at outside. Roll shots it over. Nice block by Madeline Lewis. Tembalopoulos is not able to get that hit over.
Beautiful job by Natick getting out of that rotation.
Nicole Herring is up to serve.
Natick's lead up to 17-8. Oh, hard to control there.
Able to get it over though. Allison Harless to Cohen. Going to the outside for Lauren Pohl. Nice strong cross hit.
Great dig by Lanfear. Oh, what an up!
Oh, and Jennifer Carroll
Beautiful
able to get that
defense.
over.
Set over to the outside. Swing by Tembalopoulos. Over the outside pole. Beautiful.
Nice roll shot right in the donut middle there where nobody was.
A little uncomfortable approach there, but she seemed to make the best of it. Herring up to serve again.
Yanks at a 10-point lead now, 18-8.
Lanfear with the dig. Nosy over the outside. Harless to pass.
Madeline Lewis with the pass over. Oh, and that's going to hit the ceiling there.
Trying.
Fortunately, we got that barrier in the way. Seemed just close. Probably wouldn't have hit the rafters, but unfortunately.
And it looks like we have Delahunty coming in here for carry.
Tembalopoulos is up to serve for Newton North.
Great dig by Harless.
Going to the outside to Lauren Pohl. Strong hit cross.
Oh,
Newton North not quite able to save that one. Went a little too far to the bleachers.
great effort, though. Great effort. So Harless at the serving stripe. Let's see if she can
Ella Young coming in for Jennifer Carroll at middle.
repeat what she did last set. Trying to push this Natick 19 to a Natick 24. Tight to the net.
That is going to be wide on the Newton North hit there at the right side.
Natick now within 5 of set point. Served by Harless. So in the middle, it swings out of bounds. by Molly Delahunty.
Natick is within 4 here as Allison Harless is back up to serve. Nice pass by Newton North. Dump over, but Kate Cohen able to predict it and read it and get it back over. Sorry, Regines with the outside hit. Nicole Herring is there. Goes to the right side to Madeline Lewis. Strong hit.
Oh.
Able to get the kill there.
She was able to get that ball up with the setter, just didn't have the reaction time.
Allison Harless, Natick within 3.
On the right side.
Able to get that over with a tough set there.
Nose over to the outside.
That is going to be just a bit long there on the outside for Sari Regines. Natick is within 2 here. Allison Harless keeping it up today with the serving streaks in every set.
She likes that spot. Up by Herring.
Kate Cohen to outside to Lauren Pohl. Strong cross hit. Deflects off of Landfear, not able to get it back into play. We are at set point now for Natick. Natick's going to see if they can close out this set without New North getting it in the double digits. Going to the outside. Oh. Tough on that block there. Just deflected back onto the Natick side, and they aren't able to pass it back up. We got Raker here for the serve. Mayer coming in as middle for Newton North. Going to the right side of Madeline Lewis.
And it's out.
We're going to finish that set off with the wipe by Madeline Lewis off of the Newton North block and going out. 25-10, able to secure the second set victory by a 15-point lead.
I'd say Natick really trying to finish this game out, trying to capitalize on their errors and also try to close out on their own.
Looks like we're going to get this third set started. Natick hoping to close this game out with 3-0. Newton North here is hoping to able to get a set against this Natick team this season.
I see Natick dominating that second set, doing better in the second set than doing the first. See if they can do better in the third than doing the second. Never know. There's a new flame coming in for Newton North. They're ready to play. Got nothing to lose.
Yep. For sure. Definitely probably a little frustration from this Newton North team. And then they got the motivation then. They're going to have the fire here to bring it up, hopefully.
See if Natick can keep that energy in that third set. Newton North with the serve.
It is going to be Minozzi starting off this third set for Newton North. Strong serve to start it off by Bottino.
Great pass by Herring.
Ella Young with the kill at middle, able to wipe that off of the middle block for Newton North.
That was an excellent serve and an even better pass there by Herring.
Sophie Van Arsdale coming in for Kate Cohen.
Served by Fahey.
Nice pass by Landfair going to the outside at right. Ella Young able to get the block, but it deflects back onto the Natick side, and Nicole Herring not quite able to get the dig there. going to be Botino for the serve for Newton North. Landry coming in for Morgan on Newton North.
Just a little strong by Herring.
Botino up to serve again. Nice pass by Lauren Pohl. Sets it back to her at the right side. Strong hit cross, and Minozzi is not able to quite get that pass. It's a shank off into the bleachers.
So that was a little bit far out towards the pin, but Lauren Pohl, great swing. She's got Botina going off, and we got Sergio Ginez going in.
Lauren Pohl up to serve for Natick.
Served by Pohl. The outside. That's over by Landry.
It's going to the right side to Van Arsdale.
Van Arsdale with a strong
Able
swing.
to get that. Minozzi with the shank again into the bleachers. Interesting. We're having a pretty close game here at the third set. Both our previous sets have been a little bit of a strong momentum at the beginning for Natick, but this does mirror yesterday's game in which it went 28-30 for the last set. So we will see if this is going to be a close last third set as well.
Looks like right before the serve, they're going to have substitution. Carey coming in. Got Minozzi coming out. Pulled serve. Carried out by Lanfear. Swung by Landry. By Pohl. Fahey to the middle. Ellie Young with a little tip. Middle of the pass over the right side.
Ellie Young able to get there. Nicole Herring up there as Fahey
Keeping
was
it
not.
alive.
Arlen Hollis with the pass over. Little tight set. Landry is not able to tip that one over, and that's going to be a point for Natick, taking their lead from 4-2. Lauren Pohl back up to serve here.
Fahey over to the right side. Van Arsdale with a swing. Winner shank pass.
Newton North is not being able to pass these strong hits from the right side.
Lauren Pohl into the serve here.
Middle right.
Middle.
Strong swing, but Lauren Pohl able to get it up. Nice save by Allison Fahey, and Sophie Van Arsdale pushes it over.
Landford to the right side.
Lauren Pohl not quite able to get there.
A bit of
Nice roll shot by
confusion.
Raker over to the deep middle.
You really couldn't really tell where that swing was going. A little bit of confusion between the libero and the back left.
Wright is up to serve for Newton North. And we got O'Neal coming in. Tight, but Fahey able to get it up. Nicole Herring pushes it over. Swing by Landry. Back to the outside to Nicole Herring. Oh, and she's able to get that one. Newton North not quite able to pass that up. Lanfear coming back in. And Ella Young up to serve for Natick. We got Jennifer Carolyn back in at middle. Deep corner served by Ella Young.
Over to the outside. Landry with
That
the
is going to
swing.
tip the antenna and is going to be a point for Natick. That is out.
Landry could simply not keep that swing in the court. with the serve by Young. Over the outside. Andrew with the swing.
Lauren
Beautiful
Pohl
by
able to
Lauren Pohl.
pass that up.
And
That is
in
going
the
to be
net.
point Natick.
In the net. We have O'Neill in the net there.
Natick has managed to pick up this momentum in this last set. Ella Young up to serve with a 5-point lead for Natick. That's going to go into the net, though.
No good
Dropping their lead
contact
to
on
4.
that side hand there.
Allison Harleth's going to come in for Ella Young. We've got Riley Raker up to serve for Newton North. Substitution. We are going to have Carey coming out, Minosy coming in.
Served by Raker here. Oh, with the pass.
To the right side, Van Arsdale. Nice roll shot. They're going to rule. That was a close call. I was not sure if they were going to say whether or not that Newton North tipped that, but they're going to say Newton North did not block that, so that would have been their 4th hit, and that's going to be Newton North's point.
Served by Raker.
Back to Sophie Van Arsdale at the right side. That is going to be out. Pushes it over just a little too far, and that goes long.
Too strong there.
Allison Harless with a nice call not to get that one. Van Arsdale up for the serve. Lead of 4 for Natick. It's 9-5. Strong serve by Van Arsdale. Going to Landry at the outside. Tough call, but they are going to rule that out. Just out.
Surprised they didn't call a double there on that setter.
Those are the times you wish you have a line judge, Newton North.
Yeah. Really putting a lot of responsibility on these refs.
Van Arsdale not able to get the serve over. We got some substitutions for Natick. Madeline Lewis and Kate Cohen are going to be coming in for Van Arsdale and Fahey. Substitution on the Newton North side as well. We are going to have Botino coming in for Sardi Roginas.
Beautiful day outside. Landry with the serve here. Serve, and
that is going to be out.
Great call by Allison Harless not to go for that ball.
Nicole Herring up to serve for Natick. 5-point lead for them. Got Morgan coming in for Newton North. Deep corner serve by Nicole Herring.
Harless keeping it in. Kate Cohen over the right side. Oh.
Madeline Lewis not quite able to get that over.
Barely not over.
Confusion on who's serving for Newton North. Looks like it's going to be O'Neill. Right coming in. Yes, it is O'Neill serving for Newton North.
Harless.
Going to the right side, Madeline Lewis. Nice swing to the right corner. Morgan is not able to pass that one. Ella Young coming in for Jennifer Carroll at middle.
And Harless back to serve. Serve is over. Beautiful serve. Looks like Landfair cannot get to that ball. Great ace. Is that fourth ace of the day? Great serving today from Harless.
Pass straight over. Kate Cohen going to the outside. Lauren Pohl.
Oh.
Nice cross-court swing. Landfair not able to get to it. Harless back up serve. Natick is double Newton North score at 14-7 here.
Absolute serving clinic from Harless. Tight pass.
Tip over by Minozzi. Kate Cohen going to the outside. Lauren Pohl not quite able to tip that one over with the tight set by Kate Cohen.
We got Minozzi back to serve here.
That's going to be long by Minozzi on the serve.
Too strong.
Substitutions for Natick. Van Arsdale and Fahey are going to be coming back in for Lewis and Cohen. Allison Fahey is going to be up to serve. Landfair able to get that over. Oh, and that is going to be just in. Hard call there for Harless when it's that close to the line.
This is going to be Natick ball shots that struggle with those line judges.
See the hesitation there on whether or not she should get it. It's hard. Fahey up to serve for Natick.
Outside. Galapagos the swing.
Fahey not quite able to get under that pass there. That is going to be Newton North's point. 16-9. Natick's lead drop into 7.
We're going to have a substitution here. At the stripe. We got
Saira Genius, a little confusion of who she's coming in for.
coming in for Beltino.
It is going to be Botino, not Morgan. There is going to be another sub for Newton North. Morgan is coming out and Landry is going to come back in.
Sorry, Virginia at the service stripe. Looks like we're good to go here. Sorry, Virginia with the serve. Harless with the up.
Goes to the outside for Van Arsdale.
Oh.
Looks like they're going to call a net on Newton North on 15.
And those are in the net. Number 8.
Lauren Pohl with the serve. Saira Regini is able to get that up. Goes to the right side for Tembalopoulos. She drops that just in the donut in the middle where nobody on the Natick team was to pass that up.
Great side out there from Newton North. Natick's lead is now at 7, up 17-10.
Right up to serve for Newton North. Tight pass by Allison Harless. Fahey able to get it up, but Nicole Herring can't quite get there. She was a little far away to get that pass.
Not enough underneath that coverage from Fahey.
Hard there on the
Feet can
pass.
only do so much.
The tight pass to the net. Right with the serve. Nicole Herring on the help. Ellie Young able to roll shot that over.
Push. Harris with a great pass. Up to the middle.
They're going to rule Ella Young in the net for that one. Hard on that tight set there, but they are going to rule her in. Timeout by the Natick side. Peter is not going to be happy about losing this far lead that they had. They are still up by 5, but
it was 17-0.
They have lost a little bit of their momentum. Pretty sure this is the closest it has been at this point in the game by a 5-point lead when we're like late into the teens here.
See if Newton North can pull some energy, try to get this game closer. Seconds left in this timeout here. Can really see a lack of motivation on the north side. Both coaches sitting down. See the teammates talking to each other, trying to cheer each other up.
All right, we're going to get back to it. Wright is still going to be serving for Newton North. Allison Harless with a nice pass. We're going to get a nice hit on the right side by Ella Young, but that is going to go just a bit long for her.
That one.
Not able to hit down on the ball there, so it is going to go a bit far out.
Another serve for Red here.
Nicole Herring with the pass over. Minosi's going to roll shot it over. Fahey with the set to Van Arsdale at the right side, and she is going to go deep corner where nobody was. Nice placement by Sophie Van Arsdale.
Right side out there by Natick.
Jennifer Carroll coming in at middle.
Got Ella Young at the service stripe here. Natick up 18-13. Looks like these refs are being real picky about these substitutions.
Ella Young with the serve. Minosi not able to get to that after the soft pass by Landry.
Can only control it so much with your shoulder yet.
Natick lead by 6, 19-13. Ella Young with the serve. That one's going to go below the net. Tough serve by Ella. You see the frustration there for her. Happens to the best of us. All right, we're going to have Tembalopoulos up to serve for Newton North.
Nice serve.
A little bit of a miscommunication there with Carroll and Fahey. Usually the setter does get a second set, but it was a little far away, so that's why Carroll went for it as she was right there, but it did cause the miscommunication that lost them the point there.
Strong serve. Pull with the push. Over goes Lanter. Right side, and it barely touches the antenna there.
Going to deflect off of the block by Carroll there.
Natick's lead cut down to 3 in 19-16. Looks like Newton North found some energy. Ready to play.
Tembalopoulos with the serve.
Nice
pass by Pole. Dump over by Fahey.
Oh,
Lanfear got that up, but the Newton North side had thought it was over, and so they weren't able to get to that. Lost opportunity by Newton North.
Natick now within 5 of match point.
Sophie Van Arsdale up to serve. That one's going to go into the net.
St. Peter's frustrated with these serving errors.
The Natick subs are going to come in. Madeline Lewis and Kate Cohen going in for Fahey and Van Arsdale. As well as we're going to have Botino going in for Sari Rogines on the Newton North side. Landry is up to serve. Little communication at the score table there with the score sheet.
Landry, the captain, up to serve here. Up by Harless.
Okay, coming to the right side, Nicole Herring with the tip. Right in the middle where nobody was. Nice placement by Nicole Herring.
Beautiful donut tip.
Nicole Herring up to serve.
After that kill, she goes up to serve. Substitution. So we got Morgan coming in for Landry. Captain for captain. Deep corner serve. Set to the middle.
Allison Harless is there. Madeline Lewis on the right side. Oh, strong hit, but not quite able to get it over. That one's going to go into the net. Fusion of who's serving on Newton North side.
This is a tighter third set than what was expected earlier in the game. Natick took their 7 or 8 point lead. Now it's only 3.
Mayher trying to go early in for the sub. Is going to be Mayher for the serve for Newton North. Go to the right side to Madeline Lewis. Nice roll shot over, but that is going to be just a bit long on the corner shot there. Fahey's going to come in for Madeline Lewis.
Looks like Kate Cohen has had too many errors, so they want Fahey back setting again. Timeout here, figure out the rotation. That Natick lead cut down to only 2 now. Still a very close game here. Peter's frustrated here. He feels like this game should have been over long ago.
This does mirror last game's exactly. The long set, third set, that was much closer than the first two ended up being. We will see how it plays out. Last time we went past the 25 game limit. We went to 28-30, so we will see if that's what's going to happen again today, or whether or not Natick is going to be able to close this out early. All right, we're going to get back into it. Mayher here with the serve.
Mayher with the serve here.
That is going to be just short on the serve.
Natick now up 3 and 3 away from getting match point.
Ella Young coming in at middle. Allison Harless up to serve. Good server here to have at the end. She's been doing great today with these streaks.
Oh,
Morgan not quite able to
ace.
get to that. Drops just a bit short of where she was.
Another ace. Natick now within 2 of winning this game. Oh,
Just out on the serve there. Gonna go just a bit wide.
she was going for that spot. Already got a couple aces there. She's going for another one.
Raker coming in for Timbalopoulos. It's Minozzi up for the serve.
Oh, into the net. That will be causing a match point for Natick here, 24-20.
Tough error to make at this point in the game, especially with Newton North hoping to come back here.
Substitution, Van Arsdale coming in for Kate Cohen. Fahey at the stripe, trying to close this game out.
Morgan with the pass. Goes to the outside.
Oh, up by here. Oh, that was
Probably would have been
out.
out there, but Minozzi saves it, puts it back in. Ella Young with the nice spot in the deep corner where nobody was as they were all rushed up. And that is going to finish the game out here today by 25-20, 5-point win. 3-0 on sets for Natick.
No handshake, so they're all waving each other. Good game. All right, we will be back soon with the Natick JV and the Newton North JV game soon.